Maricopa County added an average of 222 people per day from July 1st, 2015 to July 1st, 2016, according to census statistics. I spent time with agriculture experts and local businesses around the valley to see how urbanization is affecting Arizona's farming families.
My family came here at the turn of the century, about 1914. It came out here to Queen Creek in 1919. It was all deserts, and started farming here. And back then you could apply like a lottery system, get 160 acres and all that.
Steve Sussman went to high school in the Chandler area and admits the effects of urbanization in both Chandler and Queen Creek have forced farmers to adapt to the growing city around them.
Early on, you got a lot of people very upset with dust and noise and airplanes flying overhead because crop dusting. Then we changed the way we farm. We lost neighbors who farmed, and when somebody came to them and said, "Hey, I'll buy your property," they're like, "Let's go. That's my retirement. I'm out of here."
Queen Creek's population increased by 680% between 2000 and 2015. Sussman says he changed his farming methods to adapt to the development by creating relationships with the city and new neighbors. He also shifted to growing ancient grains to keep the Hayden Flour Mill business flourishing.
I want to reintroduce a lot of these varieties and start making products out of it. And chefs went crazy.
But other farmers haven't had the chance to adapt. According to a federal agriculture census from 1982 to 2012, Maricopa County lost more than 950,000 acres of farmland. County Farms Bureau Vice President Mark Freeman says that's not recoverable.
The state of farmland in Arizona is at a premium. They don't make any more of it, and that's the hard part. Now, can we take like desert land and create farmland? It's hard to do nowadays because it takes water. We need to appreciate our farm and agricultural industry within our state of Arizona, because every county in Arizona is having a difficult time meeting needs of our communities in the agricultural produce that we create. So it's farming, dairy, ranching. It's something in short supply today, unfortunately.
Mark Killian is the director for the Department of Agriculture and says his family has been in farming for more than 100 years and feels there needs to be changes put in place at the federal level so farmers can preserve their land.
I'd be the last person to suggest that we tell people they can't sell their farms. What we have to do as a state, we have to develop a policy somehow, some way that keeps those family farmers on their farm. They're tired of fighting the battle. They're tired of the regulation. They're tired of the federal taxes. They know that the estate tax and the gift tax is such that it's almost impossible for them to pass their family farm from one generation to the next. There are so many barriers to keeping it in the family that they just throw their hands up and sell.
Arizona crops are able to thrive in a way that many other states and countries can't due to the water quality and prime growing season. Killian feels the future of agriculture depends on Arizona recognizing this.
We grow some of the best crops in the world right here in Arizona. When you talk about a world population of 10 billion people by 2050 and the need for farmers to increase their production by 100% with the same amount of water, same amount of land, Arizona, in my opinion, needs to develop a policy that determines that agriculture is important to preserve and protect so that we can meet our moral obligation of feeding the world.
As of last July, Maricopa County had an estimated population of 4.2 million, meaning farmers within the nation's fastest growing county will need to continue to adapt to the effects of urbanization.